Yeah, obviously bitterly disappointed with the scoreline. But look, commend the team in around the effort, how they stayed in the fight for large parts of the game. Probably there's a couple of moments right before half-time, straight after half-time, that actually blows it out a bit more. We probably could have been a little bit more accurate, but we did get the one or two opportunities right probably around just over the half-hour mark, and then probably when we went back-to-back penalties higher up the field. We'd like to get on the scoreboard. But look, there's massive pride in our players, how hard they work and the effort they put in up against the world champions.
Just no points. How do you assess that? Just the attack of the game went against?
Yeah, it's pretty one-sided when it comes to us defending and getting the ball. Probably the one or two moments we did get an opportunity, we weren't accurate enough, whether it be a knock-on or where there was space, we didn't take it, and then probably could have been a bit more ruthless when we had 3 or 4 penalties in a row, but we didn't take that. Look, South Africa are physical at the breakdown. They're a well-oiled defensive unit as well, so there's lots of things that we have to get better at and grow our game.
Is the attack a concern at all at the moment?
No, I think it's a concern. We scored 6 tries against Fiji, scored 3 tries against Argentina, probably really unlucky not to get the 4th. So, and then look, you come up against well, the best team, probably one of the most physical in the world, and look, these are the experiences we have to go through, unfortunately, but it's something that we need to learn and grow from.
Do you feel this is different to what happened in November against South Africa?
Yeah, I definitely think it's different. I think when you reflect on the year, we've had some really good moments, and I think there's young players, we've had some combinations, we've had lots of, like, look at Dylan's come back in, Ben Warren's had his first couple of caps, has been great. Kane James has come in through the toe. Yeah, so there's lots of learnings for us, but again, like I said, it's something that we'll get back to the hotel, we'll recover, and we'll reflect and get ready to go come the autumn.
Does this result change your assessment of the year in total?
No, I don't think so. I think it's something that we're always looking for the performance. We're looking for growth in the players individually, and I think we've seen that from lots of players. I think we've shown more consistency, but ultimately this is not an overnight thing. This is something that is going to take a bit of time. Look, and I think it's for us beating Italy, Fiji and Japan, the teams around us at the minute, is obviously important around the performance, getting closer to the other teams. We had good performances against Ireland, Scotland. Probably last weekend was disappointing, where we felt we should have been closer in the game and probably a little bit better. But again, tonight you're coming up against the world's best, and we've got to take the lessons from it, but also the bits of physicality that I think have grown from November as well.
Jack, as a physical test match, how did that rate?
Yeah, it was a physical game. We know it was going to be physical against South Africa. Like Steve said, they're going up against one of the best in the world, but you know, full credit to the boys on the field today. I thought they fronted up physically, and the fight was always there, and proud of the effort of the boys. But yeah, there's just a couple of moments in that game that and inaccuracies that let us slip away in a way and let them take opportunities against us. But yeah, it was a physical test.
Steve, you have a breakdown performance. What would you hope to take into next season?
Look, I think we've got a big reflection, and I think for us all, as we've spoken in the change rooms, how can we get better quicker? I think there's been lots of green shoots. I think there's been lots of building a momentum, but again, this is the path we're on. There will be like a bit of consistency. You play the best in the world. For us, is reflecting, how do we get better? How do we accelerate faster, whether that be individually, as coaches, staff? We have to go faster, and again, there's no sort of dead time for us. Like, it's really important to reflect, but the big thing for us will be going back, looking at what we've done well, but also where we need to go to and how quickly can we go there.
Do you know your best side at the moment, or do you not need to know it ahead of the World Cup next season?
Look, I think it's getting closer, and I think it's probably, for me, you see, we've got young men as well, like in particular a lot of the back line, so we're finding out lots. I thought we've had real positives with Eddie and Joe through the Six Nations. It's a good opportunity for Ben and Max tonight. Unfortunately, Max was injured. We're finding out, like Ellis Mee has come through, like Dan has had more test matches, Costy's come back. So I think, look, I'm getting clearer, but also there's a balancing act of getting cohesion, but also giving some boys opportunity too as we go. Thank you.
Anyone else? Andy?
Steve, you've had a lot of travel in this Nations Championship. Just your assessment now at the end of the 3 games. Is it a particular disadvantage for you guys in June as such? I mean, it's a lot easier for you guys when they come up in November.
Yeah, it is definitely an advantage, I would see, but it's not something we've looked to make an excuse out of. Ultimately, the travel's there. It's there to be seen. We've never used it as an excuse, but you look at the Argentina, we play Fiji, and then you go in 3-4 hours to London, you're on the plane then for 18, 19 hours, 2 different flights, 1 session, an internal flight. Then, but again, it's how we recover. We haven't used that as any sort of excuse. It is a bit of advantage, but you know what? It's an awesome experience as well. We get to tour, you get to play in these massive games, and I think obviously there's disappointing scorelines. We were disappointed with last week and this week, but there'll be huge lessons to learn from us. And again, it's going back to Garth's question, you find out more about people on tour as well. You get more time with them, so it's a great concept.
Jack, just for you, how slippery was it out there? There's quite a few knock-ons from both sides. Was the view affected?
Well, it was quite slip out there, but you know we try and be as accurate as we can be when we got the ball in hand and take the opportunities. But yeah, it was a little bit slip, but no, it was not too bad.
Steve, the Springboks employ a pretty simple game plan, forward domination and aerial contest, but when they get it right, I mean, it's very difficult to stop.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I think probably some of the aerial contests, I thought we did all right tonight. Us stopped a bit of the set piece, but again, look, they build pressure at the set piece, the scrum, you can't run away from it, and then all of a sudden that's a lot of field position as well, and they do squeeze you in, and yeah, it's probably hard to get some attacking momentum when those kicks are so accurate on the contest of where you're getting the ball back. Oh, look, they're absolutely well-oiled machine with huge depth.
Steve, I mean, just from my side, what do you think it would take, I mean, to get back to the world side, I mean, the semi-final in 2019? What do you think it would take, I mean, to turn things around, like to see the world side at later, the World Cup semi-final in 2019? What do you think it would take from the side?
Look, I think it's growing, it's having these experiences, getting some boys who are on low cap numbers to high cap numbers, but also getting more games, playing together, getting tighter, getting used more, whether it be in alignment camps, getting tighter, getting more games. We've got to play, we've got to develop, and again, there's nothing like experience in test match rugby, and we've got a lot of young men that are going to have to go through. There'll be some real good moments, there'll be some indifferent moments, but that's where we've got to learn and grow too.
Anyone else? No? Okay. Tal?
Jack, mas o'n anodd i'r asesiad?
Ie, twyd bach yn siomedig dy'r canlyniad, ond mae rhaid rhoi pob clod i De Affrica. Ni'n gwybod o'n nhw'n mynd i bod yn corfforol a nhw anheddi, a nhw wedi cymeryd yr cyfleoedd nhw wedi cael yn y gêm, ond cwpl o mannau yn y gêm le oedd disgybleth ni a camgymeriadau ni wedi gael ni lawr, a pryd i wario yn tîm fel De Affrica, maen nhw jyst yn cymeryd yr cyfleoedd maen nhw'n cael, ond mae rhaid rhoi clod i'r boes, dingos nhw calon yn y gêm, dingos nhw'r ffait yn y gêm i digo mewn a cadw mlaen am ddiffyn yn erbyn nhw, a mae lot o disgu o'r gêm yna, ond prawd o'r effort mae'r boes i roi dros heddi a dros yr wythnos diwethaf.
Ie, a gyweithio canlyniad heddi, ti'n asesu dau i'r gêm?
Ie, ni wedi bod yn datblygu dim dros y tair gêm, ond dros y misoedd diwetha. Ni wedi weld bod ni'n siomedig gyda'r canlyniad heddi a wythnos diwetha, ond fel carfan mae greu bunch o boys yn i fan hyn ar y fforddwyr hefyd, so ni'n jyst yn cael mlaen datblygu fel tîm i trio ma'n gwella, a yna beth ni'n trial wneud fel carfan, ond mae lot o gwersi dros y tair gêm yma, a ni'n trial cyflymu faint ni'n gallu dros y gwersi ni'n gallu cymeryd o fe, a jyst cael mlaen datblygu fel carfan, ond ie, mae'r trial cael mlaen datblygu fel carfan.
Diolch tymor, fel ti'n asesu tymor, ti'n teimlo chi yn cael y bwlch ar y cyfan ar y tîm yma, bod chi'n mynd i gael y bwlch ymhellach ar dîm fel Diolch i
Ydyn, dyna beth ni'n gobeithio wneud, fe, ond ti'n gallu gweld o'r dref blwyddyn diwetha, ffordd mae'r carfan wedi datblygu yn wedi gyda'r perfformiadau yn erbyn y tîmoedd yn y chwe glad yn erbyn yr Alban, Iwerddon A yn erbyn cael y buddugoliaeth yn erbyn yr Eidal, a'n wedi cael y buddugoliaeth yn erbyn Fiji yn y haf. Ni'n gwybod fa mor galed maen nhw'n gallu bod fel tîm. So ie, ni jyst yn cael ymlaen datblygu, yn credu mae hwnna'n rhywbeth ni wedi bod yn neud fel carfan, a mae lot o gwersi a fel y fwyaf ti'n ware, y fwy o gwersi ti'n dysgu, y fwy o experience ti'n cael. So mae hwnna'n rhywbeth ni fel carfan yn trial wneud, ond mae rhaid rhoi pob clod i'r boys. Ni'n agos fel carfan a mae pawb yn moyn gwella a prawd o'r effort mae'r boys wedi bod yn neud dros y tair wythnos diwetha, dros y blwyddyn diwetha i wneud hwnna. Ti'n gallu gweld bod pawb moyn dysgu, moyn gwella a moyn datblygu fel tîm a fel garfan.
Ti'n cael saib bach, ti'n rhad lan?
Do, tymor bach, ie, trying ymlacio tymor bach wedi bod tymor hir, ond ie, edrych mlaen am tymor nesaf. Grêt, diolch.
Okay, thank you very much everyone.
Just